Hey y'all, how's it going? Yes, it's a hat day. It is absolutely a hat day today. Hey Joe,
Hey,
th-
that day,
th- it's a hat day.
that day.
The hat day.
Yeah. What's going
Yeah.
on? Hey,
How you
check
doing, buddy?
this killer.
Sweet. Love it.
Pajama pants.
Hey, you know what that means, right?
That
Hey,
means like,
Hey,
yeah,
Bethany.
do
You know what
what?
that means? That
What?
means that it is a cool, calm, dadpreneur kind of catch up on your Netflix day there in
It,
Eureka Springs.
you know what? I multitask. I was catching up on Netflix and napping at the same time.
Sweet.
I'm a big fan of going to sleep watching documentaries because I wake up learning knowing a lot more stuff.
You know a lot more stuff when you do that.
Yep, you learn subconsciously in your sleep.
Word.
I believe I do, anyways, because I know all kinds of crap I don't know how I would. I don't remember studying
Yeah,
it. Must have just been on TV when I was sleeping.
that's all right.
That's all right.
Ain't nothing
Hey,
wrong with that.
speaking of TV, I got some disturbing news. I
Tell
don't know
me.
if I don't know if anybody out there watches The Young and the Restless or not, but Victor got pushed down some stairs, and it seems like he's almost like had a stroke.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I walked in the bedroom, woke Gloria up. Well, I didn't wake her up. I started watching it.
I would say that's probably a glow thing, right?
Oh yeah. She records them and everything. I don't think she's missed an episode probably 50 years, 40 years, 30 years. Fine,
How
but
long has The Young and Restless been on television, dude?
I don't know. Gloria, how long's it been on TV? About 40 years, hasn't it?
Okay, really?
He's on here.
Okay. She'll tell us in just a second. So,
Yeah.
Joe,
So what's up?
what do you know, Joe?
Oh man, my flowers won't grow.
Your flowers won't grow.
Nope. That's from
Must
a
be too
McDonald's.
cold.
It is. Hey, it's cold and rainy today, or chilly and rainy. It sucks. It's a good day for Netflix though, and napping.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't get to
It would have
nap.
been.
Um, today was
Oh,
a
it's been.
4 o'clock in the morning day.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, had to go to the good old doctor today and have not me personally, but yeah, it was one of those, got to hurry up and get up and run and be there. And who in the world schedules a surgical procedure at 6 o'clock in the morning? Really? Really?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want anybody that
No.
was working at 6 in the morning to. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
won't you
the
wake up
doctor
first?
was bouncing off the walls, man. He was like, "Are we ready to do this? Let's get it done. Let's see what's going on." I'm like, "Really?
Hey,
Where's your coffee pot?"
I don't know.
That's what I asked. Where's the coffee pot?
It's a medicine cabinet. You know what I mean? It's
Right?
you know, it's like, hey,
Mm,
they got their own
right?
prescription, their name all over it. To me.
Oh my God. Let's hope not.
Yeah.
So, hey Joe,
Hey, Chris.
I want to talk about something today.
Okay.
We're going to talk a lot about a lot of things today,
Mm-hmm.
mostly about taboo in our industry, because
That's
there's
true.
a lot of taboo subjects in our industry that nobody wants to touch. And apparently, we have an audience that wants us to touch on that stuff. So we will. I mean,
Yeah,
no
it's
worries.
this is the thing. And there's people that's new to this industry, such as myself, that maybe don't necessarily know what's taboo in this industry. I mean, because generally, any kind of ethical business thing is basic business ethics apply, but it's a little different. You know what I mean? And so I think it'd be good to kind of throw some like unspoken rules out there and say, hey guys, you don't do that.
Right.
And the real simple thing is, Chris is going to go more in depth on this, but I'm going to tell you real quick what it is. If you don't want it done to you, don't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Question, if you have any problem with someone doing it to you, don't do it to them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
If you don't think it would feel good, it's
You know,
probably not a good idea.
and the thing is, especially with all the new people, you may have no clue who you're messing with in this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You may be talking trash to the core five and not know it. You know what
Well,
I mean?
and here's the thing. I can't sit still today. I'm sorry. So I'm going to move around a little bit.
Yeah.
But here's one of the things that I wanted to kind of talk about, and that is, you know, the unified face. Okay, I like to call it the office face. Okay, so you got to put your office face on. You've got to move about the industry with the highest integrity, with the highest of intentions. Like you said, if you don't think it would feel good, it being done to you, don't do it. But like,
Don't do it.
you know, I'm going to use cryptogenics as an example, not to say that we have an issue or anything like that. I'm just going to use cryptogenics as an example because that's what you and I are currently building. Okay. So with that being said, we at cryptogenics, we are a family. We are a united front.
Right.
You know, so with cryptogenics, as with any company, right, there's a presentation. Okay.
Right.
So, you know, and this is real important, specifically for me, because you and I, we do the presentations, right? So, you know, what I'm getting at here is we should all do the same thing, right? We should all be using the same material. We should all, you know, I'm not saying we have to say the exact same things and say it the exact same way or anything like that. That's not at all what I mean. What I mean is that, you know, when we lock arms, we should be a line of warriors, and our arms should be locked, and we should be going forward in a manner. Hey, everybody, Tonio, Melba, how y'all doing?
I'm here for that's funny.
we should actually be going forward, and anybody, and this goes for you new people, okay? And because, hey, Joe, we got a lot of leaders that watch us. Did you know that?
Not really.
We do. We've got a lot of leaders that are watching us, and they're new leaders, and that's incredible.
That really is. That's cool. I didn't really know that. I mean, and like through this industry, and if I don't know who you are, it's just because I don't really know very many. I know Chris. You know what I mean? I know, you know, the names and a couple of the founders. You know what I mean? Things like that. But I don't. It's not like we can get in the tree above ourselves and see who everybody is. It's just not an option. You know what I mean? But like, we kind of need to do a big meet and greet kind of thing, like maybe a 900 person Zoom or something like that. I don't know. 2,600. I think we're about 2,600 now. But hey, yeah. Sorry. What's going on, buddy?
Well, here's the thing. Our new leaders, you know, they may not know, right? Like, okay, when I got into the industry, I'm going to use myself as an example because that was a bad example. When I got into the industry, you know, I was fired up. I was ignorance on fire. Okay, literally, I was ignorance on fire, and I was spouting off everything that, excuse me, everything that, you know, I heard and that I believed. I was spouting off. I was throwing it all up. And then I would take the information and I would actually, sorry, I'm sorry. I read a comment that made me laugh. I apologize, guys. I would actually sit down and, like, I wasn't the greatest person with PowerPoint and stuff like that, but I would sit down and actually create my own presentations because, you know, I thought I knew how to present whatever it was that I was presenting to people better, right? So I would change it all up. Like, I would take the company presentation. Next thing you know, I had 15 slides that made no sense to nobody but me. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like, literally, it's like, whoa, what is that about? Why is that there? So, you know, I guess what I'm trying to get across is, you know, if you have a desire, if you have a need, if you have a want in your gut to do these presentations and stuff, that is awesome. With any company that you're with, I'm not just talking about cryptogenics. That is awesome. I believe that the only way that you can truly learn the company that you're with is to do the presentation, because if you can't accurately depict the presentation and give the information and then hold a questions and answer session afterwards, you don't know your business. Okay? There's a spider on my baseball cap. Uh-oh.
I don't see it.
Luke, are you kidding me?
Probably.
I don't do spiders, dude.
You're fine.
I don't see the spider. But thank you for telling me. So, you know, don't do that. Like, seriously, take the presentation, right? There's absolutely nothing wrong with presenting. But take the presentation, learn it, and then just present it the way the company gave it to you. There's a reason they gave it to you that way. And it might have something to do with legalities. It may have something to do with compliance. It may have something to do with, they know copywriting better than you or I do. And so they have put together a presentation that conveys the information in a way that's going to ring with people. We don't know. Okay. I'm just saying, I've been in this industry a long time. I can create a very powerful PowerPoint now if I want to present something, and I'm pretty proud of that, because it was something that I had to learn. Okay, I was not good at it. I literally had to learn it. However, I don't make changes to company presentations. When the company hands down something and they say this is what we're presenting, I go by the letter of the book, right? Like, I want to present it. Now, bear in mind that Joe and I are not the type of presenters to read the slides, okay? So we got to put a little personality in it, and we're also doing some training as we're presenting, because we believe wholeheartedly that you're going to like what you see and you're going to get involved. So we're trying to kind of give you that extra step or that extra benefit of a lot of information. So that's one thing we wanted to talk about today. You got anything you want to add to that, Joe?
Yes.
Please do.
Okay. We're going to kind of jump around on what I was saying earlier. We're going to go into, since we're talking about the business thing right now, let's skip right into the importance of the network itself. Network,
that's good.
The network is the people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You are the period. That's it. The whole thing is nothing without you. Although, we're all joined right now through cryptogenics and people just hopping on, and somebody wanting to, and Al, thanks for freezing people, I think. That's cryogenics, not crypto. But okay. Throwing that out there, buddy. Sorry. Why do dwarfs laugh when they play soccer? Because they're killing me. Let's keep it
good one, Al. Good one.
Yeah. So, sorry. You got me off topic. Okay.
That's okay.
The network's a big deal. You know what I mean? And it's not just what you're going to use, for the company and with the company and all that and all the company things. Take advantage of the network itself. The network's the people. You got an idea, put it out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hell, talk to me about it.
You know what, Joe? The most important part of any company, right? The most important part of any company
is the people.
The people.
Yeah. And you do have a great opportunity to have contact with people that you might not have had contact with before. I do. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. I just really wanted to, really talk about the importance of the network itself and the importance of the people, and go with that. Don't let anything hold you back from what you want to do. You know what I mean? And just because somebody else doesn't mean you can't do it too. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And that's everything in life. That has nothing to do with or the other. That's everything. You know what I mean? When you grew up next door and your buddies wanted to play football, you didn't go, oh, I don't want to go play football with them because they're playing football. You're like, hell no, I'm joining in. Pardon my language. You know what I mean? We're all going to go play football. It's the same thing. It's a team. It's a team. Everyone's working together. Everybody's got different ideas. Everybody has different contacts. You know what I mean? somebody talking about, I don't know, anything. You know what I mean? And they may have a cousin that, that's what they do. You know what I mean? I just really wanted to stress on that. You know what I mean? Like, go out there and give it a shot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Money or anything, but risk your embarrassment, maybe. You know what I mean? Risk hearing a no. You know what I mean? With all the no's, you're not just going to get no's. You're eventually going to get a yes. You know what I mean? It's like you hear 5 no's before we get a yes. You know what I mean? And you may hear 25 no's. You may hear 55 no's. But you may hear a yes.
Absolutely.
If you want to make a difference, you don't make a difference by sitting around going, oh, I sure would like to make a difference. And that's it? No. You go do it. You know what I mean? I was supposed to go today, and I've kind of screwed it off. And I shouldn't have. It wasn't an appointment. But I was going to talk to the Chamber of Commerce here. Just for some simple Bitcoin stuff, getting the town involved.
But it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining. I understand.
And you don't do rain.
Sidewalks are limestone. When it rains, they're pretty much like glass. They're ice. They're horrible. So, yeah, that's a good excuse. Kind of like why I want a helicopter, help the forestry circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Right. Yeah,
hey,
Chris.
Joe. I want to add something to that before you move too much further. Okay?
What?
You were talking about the people and the people being the network, right? And you were talking about don't be afraid of the no's. But what I want to throw in there is additionally, right? Like, don't be afraid to talk to everybody. And the reason I say that is because a lot of people prejudge people. Like, for instance, on Thursdays at the end of my road, the garbage man picks up my neighborhood's trash, right? So, occasionally I'm getting my mail about the time that, because it's at the end of the road too, right? The mailboxes are all at the end of the road. And so I'm getting my mail about the same time. Now a lot of people probably wouldn't hand that man a card or ask that man if he knows anything about Bitcoin. Let me tell you something. 2 men in a truck. 2 men in a truck is a great example of entrepreneurship.
Exactly.
and not knowing who you're talking to, because just because someone's doing manual labor or they're doing the dirty work, right? Like Joe's giving me a hard time because, and I can't believe I'm even going to talk about this on my live on, global airtime here. But I have some family staying with me, and I have a huge garage. Okay. And
you know what a honey wagon is?
and they decided that rather than running in and out of the house every time they needed to go to the bathroom, they would have one of those portable bathrooms dropped outside, right? So and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But there are a lot of people that wouldn't talk to that man. Well, let me tell you something. That man started his business 35 years ago in this town. And he still services those portable bathrooms. You don't think that he wants to know how to make some money?
Oh,
come on, guys.
That's where people are messing up, and this is what I was talking about.
And that's why I wanted to steer you back to that, because that is a really, really good point. And it was like, Joe, you're getting off where you wanted to go, man.
I know 3 different families that are in the trash hauling business, the refuse business. You know what I mean? And they're not even gangsters. They're real people.
They're real people.
Yeah, I mean, it's, and it's a pretty mob-controlled industry on the big side of it. But, you know what I mean? But they're real, regular people. They're all multimillionaires. The guy that does...
handling people's trash.
One of them started out, they moved from Arkansas to Oklahoma in a covered wagon. And we're talking around the 1900s. You know what I mean? And they went around in that same damn wagon that they got to Oklahoma in from Arkansas. Okay? And they gathered everybody's trash. The next generation, everyone was multimillionaires. The man was a multimillionaire when he died. You know what I mean? That company's still going strong. Has big city contract trash. Another one, same town. I mean, and this is the same, all these people knew each other too, and they all got in the refuse business. You know what I mean? Or they're all trash haulers. You ask them, they're trash haulers. They don't call it the refuse business. And you know what I mean? But they're all And you look at him and you go, what? Huh? Oh, man, he stinks. Smells like from trash all day. You know what I mean? And you're like, okay. It's like you ask a plumber. You know what they smell? What that smells like to them? It smells like money.
Money.
That takes me to another thing. That don't ever judge people by what you think you know, because you don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? I may not have a dollar, or I may be a billionaire and you don't know it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to know it. You know, or because I don't care if I am. You know, the huge industry that's not being looked after. If you guys want a multi-million-dollar job idea, it's in India, because India uses cisterns a lot, which they're just okay because of their caste system, the way the country was forever, especially up until the end of colonial English rule, which really wasn't all that long ago in the scheme of things here. You know,
in the grand scheme, yeah.
They're getting away from the caste system a little bit, but you'll have multi-million-dollar homes with 10-foot beautiful rock walls around them, and outside in the streets, garbage. You know what I mean? A lot of these people have cisterns. Instead of pumping a cistern, they end up digging new ones because it's beneath them to do that. And that's the way they've been for generations. You know what I mean? Now, if you go over there and get you a pump truck, okay?
Pump truck.
And a damn nose plug, you could make millions of dollars. You're not going to hire anybody there to do it because nobody will do it.
You better take your help with you.
You're the low of the low if you do something like that. It's different than it is here in America. You know, and that's one thing we really got to look at. We're really blessed in a way that we can do. I don't want to say it. The SH or itty, SH itty, okay, job, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do to work, that's your work. That's your money. That's it. Don't worry about things. You know what I mean? You know, when you get out of those dirty clothes and those dirty coveralls, and you can wash that smell off of you or whatever, you know what I mean? And you go get in your, you know, your brand new pickup or your Corvette or whatever, you know what I mean? And you go to your lake house with your wife and you guys get on the boat with your kids, you know, I bet you don't mind that so much. You know what I mean?
And you can laugh and say trash paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, I'm glad you throw your garbage out. I picked it up. Thanks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just one of those things.
And think about that, Joe. You know, oh God, don't get me started, but I'm done started now, so I can't stop. So here we go. You know, how lazy are we in America? Okay. I have a half a mile long driveway, right? I drive the trash to the trash can at the end of the road. Okay. Now, I pay someone. No, wait a minute. I pay someone to pick that trash up and to take it to, you know, the trash recycling place, which is less than 5 miles from my house. Hello? I could save that money and just take it to the trash place myself.
See, we can't. Like, ours is included in water.
No.
Like services, like you can't opt out of trash service if you have like water because it's a municipality here, and so it's like it just all gets put in there.
Well, I can, but I don't. That's the point. That is the point.
And we can actually burn our trash. You know what I mean? Which I mean, you know, yeah. I was thinking about doing. You know, it's a lot of money to have a mattress dumped.
Really?
It's like $5 to get rid of a mattress.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. So I was like, why don't I just buy some land and build a big hole and charge people $10? Then someone told me I couldn't do it because the EPA would get on to me or something. And I was like, well, they wouldn't get on to me until they found out about it.
Right. Well, what about the EPA and all these trash dumps all over the world? Hello?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I know.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I still think it's a good idea. Oh,
what it is you don't have enough money.
I know I don't have enough money more. That's why I need to start dumping mattresses.
That's why the EPA won't let you do it. You don't have enough money.
Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, I get it now. Yeah. Hey, John Wiley's on here, and he's a real good friend of mine. And we were talking about the caste system in India, and I was telling him they could get a huge business going from just pumping people's cisterns because nobody will do it because the caste system is basically doesn't allow people to. You know what I mean? Like the low that nobody wants to do it. you know,
Right.
and it's racing a little bit now. I've seen some documentaries on it, but India's a really big place, man. There's what, 1.6 billion or something like that. I mean, you know what I mean? But you know, it's just incredible. But John knows quite a bit about that stuff. You know. Wait, what?
Hey,
America,
Mafoos, I
America,
really,
very hard.
I agree with you on that in part. I see both sides of that coin. I see that a lot of Americans are very entrepreneurial spirited and are driven by making something better of themselves and for their families. And then I also see a lot of people that that are American and that they feel as if though they're entitled or that they are supposed to just be handed everything. I don't know where that comes from. You know, I'm from a Latin American background personally. As a matter of fact, right over my shoulder, you can see my Cuba sign there.
There
And, you know, it's one of those things where it's imprinted in my DNA. I don't know how to be lazy. I don't know how to be told no. I
you go.
don't know how to be told that I can't do something. That doesn't equate to me. And so, you know, I don't fall into that category, although I do see it. And I'm going to give you an example here. My home here is in the middle of a huge organic farm. No, I do not farm it. There's a gentleman that's been farming this very same land for what his family has been farming it for over 80 years. And so, yeah. But he can't get anybody to work here locally. Like he can't get anybody to help him in the fields. He can't get anybody to plant. He can't get anybody to pick. He can't get anybody to do the work. He has to actually have a group that he's been working with, immigrants from Mexico, and they come over every year for a certain amount of time, and he houses them, he feeds them, he pays them. You know, it cost him probably double what it would cost if the people in the area would do the work. They're not doing the work. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not getting out there. They're not picking it. They're not planting it. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that, you know, in America, we are one of the most fortunate countries on the planet. And I believe in my heart of hearts that we've almost become a little bit entitled, or some people have become entitled. And, you know, we need to get back to our roots. Like, at the end of the day, guys and gals, we're all immigrants. All of us. The only people that are real Americans are the Indians. They're the Indians. Okay?
Well, country. Thanks for taking it. Appreciate it. I'm going to be a Cherokee.
So, you know, it's it's a sad situation. History is one of my passions. I like to get into history. I like to really dig in and see what's going on and why it happened and all of that. But at the end of the day, honestly, you know, all of us, we know people that we need to encourage to embrace their Americanism. Become Americans again. Own your own business. Joe, I think you wanted to talk about that very fact that, you know, we have an opportunity that is a business. So why don't you roll with that?
Okay. It's a question. Really, do you realize you're a business owner? Anyone on here involved in cryptogenics, if you're a promoter, you're a business owner. Completely and absolutely. You know what I mean? You actually own your spot. Period. I mean, I would assume that goes with the customer also. You know what I mean? Just because it's like a little bitty piece of real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Little dot there, whatever, that little shield is your real estate. You know, this company you own your piece of, man, I don't know how to say that the right correct way, because you don't really own a piece of the company, but you are the company.
Well, you're the CEO of your very own business.
CEO of your, yeah, it's kind of like a franchise. Kind of till explain it to tons of business legal jargon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you're all business owners. When you paid that money, you bought a business. You know what I mean? You bought it. That's, you know, your success and everything is all up to you. That's why there's nothing out. That's why there's no income claims or all that stuff. That's why nobody can come back and sue anybody. But it's also because it's on your shoulders. You know what I mean? Now, the tools are available to you, and you basically bought a franchise is the way it works. You know what I mean? And you bought a McDonald's. You get to run it, but all the stuff's there for you to use.
You got to follow the rules, though.
Got to follow the rules. Well, yeah, like with any franchise. I mean, you can't, you know, McDonald's Sneezy's Burgers. I mean, because nobody wants a Sneezy's burger. Like,
No.
The special sauce is proprietary. I can't tell you what's in it. Oh, and tomorrow to go into some I'd kind of like tomorrow to go into some like kind of like some legal terminology and shit. Oh, stuff. Sorry. And kind of explain some things to people that maybe just, I'm not trying to say I'm smarter than anybody, but I got a dictionary and I got the source. And I've got book too,
we can look them up, can't we, bro?
Yeah, but you know what I mean? And maybe kind of go over some of that stuff to kind of help. I like where we're going with everything. And please give us some response, people, because, you know, we're going to do what you guys ask us to do to some extent, but we're going to do what we want to. You know what I'm saying? But you're our audience. You know what I mean? We love and appreciate you, and we thank you. And we get so excited at the end of the day when we're off this and we're going through it. We're like, man, that worked. All right, cool. You know what I mean? And it's exciting for us, and we like doing it. Dejan said, how much for your couch did the auction start? The couch. No auction, Alex. Sorry. Couch is expensive, though.
Couches are expensive.
Hey,
bro.
Here. Oh, sorry.
You know what is really funny is
couches for sale.
I talk to everybody that I come in contact with, and whether they're in cryptogenics or not, whether they're in our team or not, they're in our family. And so what my goal is to make sure that everybody understands and gets their questions answered. And that they understand that, you know what actually happened was they didn't just get an education program. Okay. Mm-hmm. If they signed up as a promoter, they got a $1 million business for $300.
Right.
$1 million. Let that sink in. $1 million business for $300.
Exactly.
Unbelievable. So, you know, apparently we've been catfished.
I don't care. I think it's fun.
It's not. It doesn't bother me. I'm sorry that people are coming here to buy a couch. It's not going to happen, but it's okay. Maybe they'll learn something about cryptocurrency.
Yeah, really. Let's see. It's a scam. I want a couch, not an education. Well, go buy a couch then.
Well, Ronnie, you're in the wrong place. Sorry, bro. You know, I would recommend that you just leave because we're not selling couches.
I could find some couches to sell, though.
I know, right? So, look, we covered a lot of things that we talked about that we wanted to cover today. I believe you've got something else written down, though, that we really wanted to cover, don't you?
Man, I was going to go into the Wells thing, but I really kind of like to wait on that one. You know,
right.
It's just kind of it's really much more of a business topic that needs to be in a business space, is the way I see it. You know what I mean? And
okay.
The distraction of it is, to me, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And it's a real serious topic. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, and there's a little bit too much distraction today.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean? Sorry.
It's okay. Hey, look, you know what? You cannot You know, you're exactly, Bethany, exactly. You know, you're doing something right when you create the attention that you're creating, and we are doing something completely right. Um, you know, here's the thing that I want to say to everybody. No matter what business you're in, treat it like it's the last one. Treat it like it's the only thing that will ever create a legacy for your family. And if
Mm-hmm.
you do that, no matter what business it is, no matter, you will always do your best. You will
Mm-hmm.
create the best for your family. And, you know, I got to tell you, for all you people looking for couches, you need to be looking for cryptocurrency because it's the way of the future. It's what's coming. It's not
Hey,
going to
Brad.
be stopped. And that's just the way it goes. Um, it's going to be okay. We are not going to replace our fiat currency tomorrow with cryptocurrency. We're
Yeah.
just going to stabilize the system a little bit. And we
Mm-hmm.
talked about that yesterday too. Uh, so here's what I think we should do, Joe.
What?
I think we should invite everybody back tomorrow for a really
Sure.
serious conversation about maybe um, some actual definitions. Hey, Brad, nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming. Um, you know, some definitions in our industry, kind of help some folks out, and if we can, if we can help those that come, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we can help those that come here and understand that they are that they're onto something that's bigger than they can even imagine, right? Then
Right.
it's going to be it's really going to be something else. I mean, that's all I can say about that at the moment. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Now,
man. Everything is all good. Fuck.
hey Joe,
Yeah,
well, you know,
man. I go upside people's heads. I'm not. I'm done. Later.
bye, buddy. We'll talk soon.